South African Communist Party and a number of subsidiary organizations is being rescinded.
De Klerk's strategy was to seize the initiative and co-opt the ANC leadership. The white establishment and its backers in Washington and London wanted above all to maintain power over the economy and to keep South Africa safe for international capital, regardless of the colour of its government. Behind these very public meetings, the ANC met secretly with the regime. A special relationship developed in which accommodating the demands of the old apartheid order began to take precedence over the spirit of the Freedom Charter. Nelson Mandela had promised his people that an ANC government would take over apartheid's great collaborators, the mining companies and the financial institutions. He said, "It is inconceivable that we will ever change this fundamental policy." But this promise was already broken as the ANC agreed to what it called historic compromises.
De Klerk saw the writing on the wall, and he knew the economy was on the point of collapse. So he was negotiating for weakness as well. But if you'd pressed him for another year or two, he'd have been totally weak, and there'd be nothing he could do.
The ANC has always maintained that had it not made these compromises, there would have been a bloodbath.
No, they were very serious compromises. There might have been, I don't think necessarily a bloodbath. A lot of people might have died. But a lot of people have died since 1994 anyway, and probably more have died since then. Not only through the violence, which is a tip of the iceberg of people dying, but people have continued to die in vast numbers from malnutrition and preventable illness.
Out of these deals with the regime grew the ANC's policy of reconciliation. But reconciliation for whom? Who would make the sacrifices? How was it possible for the victims of a form of genocide to reconcile with their oppressors? One of the deals was amnesty for the killers, torturers and collaborators. All they had to do was take part in a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, a kind of public confessional in which they didn't have to say sorry, and there was no justice, and people got away, literally, with murder. By broadcasting its evidence on national radio and television, the Truth Commission's great achievement has been to give white South Africans the opportunity to come to terms with